The ultimate X Leads getting started guide for 2026. What is going on, guys? Zach in here. And in today's video live stream training, I'm going to be breaking down exactly how anybody watching this could get started using X Leads. So if you're somebody who wants to get started using X Leads, I'm the founder. My name is Zach Ginn, and I have built X Leads to be the ultimate wholesaling real estate platform. So you can use everything at my disposal, the best tools possible to make a ton of money wholesaling real estate. If you don't know what XLeads is and you're looking to get started, go to xleads.com, check it out. But the whole point of making this entire training today is we have thousands of people on the XLeads trial. It's actually insane. It's pretty crazy. And so what I need to do is we have so many people on the XLeads trial. I need to go out here and train you guys on how to properly use XLeads, especially in 2026 getting started. So you can go out here and have an insanely awesome, productive use of the best wholesaling real estate software ever, XLeads. But before we get started, guys, I want you to understand that XLeads is an all-wholesaling software. So that basically is going to mean that there's a lot to learn when it comes to XLeads. You see, XLeads isn't like, oh, just, pull a list and that's pretty much it. No. XLeads is a crazy guide of basically, it is a dialer. You can text, you can e-sign, you can pull your lists, you can do AI drawing for dollars. You can buy a bunch of phone systems, you can text. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on, okay? So what I want to do is basically kind of explain today how you just getting started with XLeads can go out here and have a ton of success. But you got to remember that I am only going to tell you how to use it. You need to go out here and I would recommend, if you're watching this live stream, I would open up XLeads in another tab, watch this video, and just say, oh, wait, Zach just said that. Pause, try it yourself, rewind. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, Zach just showed me how to tag a property, or, Zach just showed me how to e-sign. Maybe I should go out here and try it out myself. Okay, I'm going to pause it. I'm going to try it myself, rewind and do it. That's usually the best way people can learn the software. That's just what I found in my own personal experience. And so if you guys are ready to go, let's get going and learning how to go out here and use XLeads, the ultimate wholesaling real estate software. And if you have any questions, let me know in the live chat. And I would love to help you guys out. So let's break this down and let's get into it. So again, I'm going to say this one last time, what is XLeads, right? Again, I just want to use the XLeads website just to show you because I think it's a good explanation of it. But basically, it's the ultimate software for pretty much every single part of wholesaling. You have free unlimited skip tracing. Might I add, it is the best skip tracing in the entire industry by far. You cannot name a better software with skip tracing than XLeads. And I would put my money where my mouth is compared to anybody else. XLeads is going to be the best quality that I've personally seen. It is an entire AI automated CRM. You usually have to pay $150 a month for that. Has a drawing for dollars app. It provides data, e-signing, auto dialer, SMS blasting, phone answering, our pre-built A2P websites. We do the A2P for you, AI drawing for dollars, a dispo software. It's all in there. And pretty much if you have to get all these different types of softwares, which everyone does, you can just get it for $81 a month at xleads.com. Right here, we compare XLeads to other people, and we show that XLeads, in a limited recorded side-by-side test with a stated scoring method, XLeads scored 17 to 15 on somebody else, and we're pretty dang good. As of this recording, you can get a 14-day free trial, which we have a ton of people watching this who are on the 14-day free trial. And so the point is, on this 14-day free trial, you need to learn the software. And I think that's the problem a lot of people have, is like, oh my gosh, well, how do I get started? I have the software, I have the trial. Well, why are we doing a 14-day free trial? Everyone else is a 7-day. The reason why we're doing a 14-day free trial on xleads.com is it's a little more to learn than you're probably expecting. Just a little more to learn. And so it's going to take a little more time to learn the software. But the cool part is, like I said before, you're learning an entire CRM, which takes 2 weeks at minimum. You're learning how to do the data side. You're learning how to do the texting side, the dialer side, how to buy phone numbers, all these things. And so the cool part is, with under an hour, anyone can get started using XLeads. That's the most important, awesome part about it. We also have a brand new update with the import export feature, which I want to share today too. So even if you are an expert with XLeads, there's always something new that we have dropping, and it's never something confusing. It's always to help you out. So let's get into this and let's start XLeading my X leaders into success. So let's go out here and break this down. So right here, we have the XLeads software popped up. So when you do sign up for XLeads.com, I'll put that on the bottom for anybody who doesn't have XLeads. We're giving away 1,000 free skip traces and a 14-day free trial. If you're watching this in the future, it might not be a thing. So make sure you get on that now. But yeah, go to XLeads.com, check it out. When you sign up, you are going to be getting 2 emails. I want you to understand this, and I want to explain this. And this is probably the most confusing part for anyone as a beginner. And we're going to break this down really quick and really easy. And again, if I talk fast, tell me to repeat myself. I will repeat myself, and please rewind. And I'm sorry if I talk fast. I get a little too excited about talking about XLeads, and that's probably my bad. Okay. So when you sign up for XLeads, you go to XLeads.com. Obviously, it's on the bottom right there. You go to XLeads.com. And what's going to happen is you're going to get 2 emails. And the best way for me to explain how XLeads works is it's a tale of 2 softwares, actually. So XLeads is actually 2 softwares. And this is how XLeads used to run for a while. There's software 1 and software 2. Software 1 was the leads portion, right? You actually pull lists. It's like every other wholesaling software. You pull the data, you get the skip tracing. Pretty cool, right? You go comp properties. Like it's the leads, the comping, name any other wholesaling software. It's very similar to that, right? It's got the data, cool stuff, right? And then about a couple months in, I decided to launch a CRM. Now, I decided I had a couple options. I could literally increase the price of XLeads, double it, and then make my own CRM, make my own dialer texting. That would take a lot of development and probably just increase the price for everybody. That's what everyone that decides to add leads in a CRM, they just make it $180 a month. They make it $200 a month, $300 a month, and they just overcharge you. I decided, hey, why don't I go out here and build a CRM on the most popular and most used CRM in existence in the real estate investing space, and really just CRM in general of any industry possible. And that, again, was Go High Level. Again, I'm not hiding it, but basically we built a CRM. It's basically Go High Level, and then we customize it to basically how you can use it for wholesaling real estate. And then what we decided to do was we decided we were going to give both of them starting at $97 a month, which is absolutely insane. Now we have the Pro plan, which gets the AI, you get Dispo tools, the X plan, you get extra Dispo tools, and you get more AI trying for it. That's a whole different thing. But basically, for the basic users, you get leads and you get a Go High Level CRM for just $97 a month. And so technically, all right, I will tell you that the softwares technically are still separate, but the really cool part in version 3 of XLeads, we're on version 4 right now, but on version 3 of XLeads, we basically combine them into one. So what's going to happen is, let's just not talk about that for a second. Let's talk about how XLeads works. Now, what's cool about what this basically means is you're going to be getting 2 emails now. When you sign up for XLeads, you're going to get email 1. You're going to get email 1 and email 2. Now, this might seem confusing that you're getting 2 emails. Why in the world? You're getting email 1 because it gives you access to the leads, and then you get email 2 that gives you access to the Go High Level CRM. I have very good news. Okay. If this is confusing to you, this is going to be good. Email 1, all you have to do is just access the email 1, create a login and password. Just create a username and password. You don't need to even remember it. Just make a username and password. Let me tell you a fun fact. The username is the same as the username for Go High Level. So there's a username and password, username and password. The username and the password are going to be the same because it's the email you signed up with. So fun fact, if you don't remember your username and password, literally just put forgot password and you're good. But basically, you try to create your username and password for the lead section and then create it for the Go High Level section. Good news is when you log in, all you have to do is just access email 2. You don't even need to worry about email 1 anymore. You just got to make the password once. That's it. It literally just connects your IP address and creates a little fingerprint on there, and then boom, you're good to go. Then all you have to do, starting forward, is only access the Go High Level CRM portion because the leads is inside of it. So how the XLeads is currently set up is everything is inside the Go High Level CRM portion. And there's a little tab called the Leads tab, and there's a tab called the Dispo tab if you have the Pro or the X plan. And basically, all you have to do is the first time, you only have to do this once. You press on the Leads tab, you put your username and password for Leads, and boom, you never have to do it again. Simple as that. So how does it look like in theory? Basically, how it looks like is right here. Now we're inside of XLeads. This is obviously the exteriors that go high level CRM portion. And then if you press the Leads tab, do you see how it's not asking me to put my username and password anymore? Because obviously it got done 2 years ago. So I don't have to ever worry about that ever again. You can do this on, the cool part is multiple logins, multiple computers. Just do it once, and it's pretty much all done for you. And so you get 2 emails. Again, I'm going to say from the top. You get the email 1 for the Leads tab, email 2 for the Go High Level, and basically create the leads for the Go High Level, username and password, another username and password, log into Go High Level, click Leads, put the Leads username and password, and you only have to log into the Go High Level side, and it's done for you. So a lot of people get a little confused about that, but that's how it works. I have very good news for everybody, though, and this is the absolute best part about, this whole entire process is we will help you with any possible issues that you will have with the software. So we are on the dashboard. So again, I want to go back here to the dashboard and show you. If by any means, and again, I say this in the beginning of any training that I ever do, and this is the truth. If you have any questions, like, wait a second, I'm a little confused. Where's the leads? You might have some questions, right? This little button right here. I want to emphasize this. This is the most valuable part that you're going to learn today. Write this down if you need to. This little tab of the XLeads logo with the little call support. This is our 24/7 live chat support little widget. So if it's in your way, you can literally press the dots on the side and move it wherever you want. You're going to put that widget right here on the bottom right-hand corner. You're going to click that, and you get to access our entire customer support staff 24/7, 365, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whenever you want. And so it's really cool is you go in the bottom right-hand corner, and let's say we have a question of like, how do I go out here and pull a list? How do I call somebody, right? Press start session. Let me show you how quick it is to get in front of a live chat person. So the first thing we have to do if we have any questions, and remember, we have the best customer support ever. I've never had any, I don't really get complaints about customer support ever because it's so good. Say, I need help calling. So if you have a question, the support AI is going to go out here and try to give you some articles. It's going to try to understand your issue and basically explain, I need help calling. I don't know how to use the dialer, right? You can really ask whatever question you want. And what's cool is it's going to obviously try to help you with some AI understanding. It's basically going to say, or transfer phone to assigned user. You might be like, I don't know. Say just, I need a live person. And basically, let's see how fast it takes for a live person. Now I'm in front of Ahmed. It was literally instant because Ahmed's literally waiting. So yeah, Ahmed is right there and he is there to answer your question live. So Ahmed is right there, ready to help you out. And so whatever possible question you have, he is there to help you out. What's also really cool about the live chat support is, this is my history. See my previous messages right here. So do you see on this live chat support, I said, hey, my call isn't working. Can I get on a Zoom with you? And they said, sure. What's really cool about XLeads, oh, it's an older one. So let's go out here in the live chat and actually request it. The cool part about XLeads is we hop on live Zooms for you. Start a new session. Say, I need a live person. And let's pop it up. And there's Ahmed again. There you go. He's just waiting for me. I need help calling and texting. Can I get a Zoom link? And basically from there, you can literally schedule a Zoom and really work with the team. And our team will hop on a Zoom call with you. And he wants to get a little more details on it. Can you elaborate a little more? I don't know how to call or text. I think Ahmed knows who I am, so he's probably going to be a little upset with me. Like, what is this? This guy don't know how to call or text? He's probably like, actually, he's in trouble then. But basically, I'm requesting a Zoom link, and he's going to text me back, and he's going to give me a Zoom link. But the really cool part about this, again, is he's going to give you a Zoom link, and you can actually hop on a Zoom. And now he wants to help me out. No, Lord, give me a Zoom link, please. See if this guy helps me out. Again, you can tell that this is live because he's trying to help me out really hard. Like he's trained well. All right, cool. So I click on the Zoom link, and right there, I can schedule a Zoom. Looks like the rest of March's the slots are done. But basically, you have slots where you can schedule it out. The only unfortunate part is you have to schedule the Zooms out because we don't like wasting time on there. So you can literally hop on Wednesday and choose any of these times at your convenience. You can choose 8 a.m. You have 8 to 4, whenever time next week. You can hop on, schedule a Zoom call with our staff, and we'll help you out with anything on XLeads. So do we understand, okay, that whatever problems you have in XLeads, we are here to help you out. Whatever problems you have, we're here to help you with the best support in the game. So let's break this down to training. Okay, now we know actually how to get help. Let's break this all down. So for most people, the most valuable part for everyone's going to be the Leads tab. But right here's the dashboard, which is really cool. We do daily onboarding calls from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. They are absolutely amazing. If you just go to onboarding.xleads.com, check it out right there. It's pretty cool. Here is our little XLeads version 4 demo. So if you want to do like a full tutorial for a full hour of me just going back and forth and showing the entire process, it's really good. This is our dashboard. Again, this is a getting started guide, so I don't want to get too into the weeds of the dashboard. But basically just showing, the leads that you currently have, the tasks you have to do, how many calls you have, how many contacts you have, and all these things. If you want to deep dive into how Go High Level works, because the system's built on Go High Level, you can literally just look up Go High Level tutorials, and it'll show you a lot on here. But to be honest, that you can learn it all within here, right? We have a good training and support tab. We have some good little videos on here too on if you want to get into text blasting, calling. There's a little more details on there, right, on how to do the whole system. But for most people, the Leads tab is going to be the most important part. So let's click on that right now. So this is the Leads tab. And what's really cool is you might be like, well, Zach, why is this white? So again, if you like light mode, dark mode, you press the little dot, the dash right here and click it. And you can go out here and press this and press dark mode. And now you are in dark mode. Ooh. So basically what you can do here with the Leads tab is it's like any other wholesaling software, right? You can go out here and pull a list and look up some property data. So for example, if I choose Columbus, Georgia, right, it will bring me back here to Columbus, Georgia, and I can go out here and create a list. So I can press filters. I can go out here and check out, maybe pull a list of, let's clear all filters, right? I can press vacancy, so vacant properties. I can get properties max value 400,000 or more, single family properties, and maybe some land, and then I don't know, maybe some multifamily in there, mobile homes, right? Cool. Owner type, I want individuals or trusts. They owned it for at least 5 years. Maybe I'm going to go do like 60% equity, right? I'm just pulling a nice little list here, and yeah, pretty good. So I like that 403. I'm going to exclude what I like to do, active investor owned right here. And then I don't want any properties that are actively on the MLS. So 320 on there. So now all these properties on here might be like, Zach, why? Zach, there's more pictures than I've ever seen in any of their wholesaling software. So what's really cool about XLeads is it caches. And what that means is it stores every photo of every property for the past, I believe, 7 to 8 years on the MLS. So if the property was on the MLS 8 years ago, it's on here. So for example, if you look at, I don't know, if you go out here and look at this property right here, right? Or let's do this one, right? So this property right here, is it listed? Oh, it's sold. This property right here, I'm not going to tell you the address because of the tube, but if you go to Zillow, there's only one, there's no pictures of the property, but on XLeads, there's all the MLS photos, which is kind of interesting, right? We have a little satellite view right here, which is really cool. And you get all the details on the property. Now, unfortunately, I can't show this on YouTube. Really does kind of suck. But if you want to look at the comps, you can press it right here, which obviously you can comp the properties. And so your property is going to be right there in the middle. Now, if you press contacts, okay, it's going to display the phone numbers of the user. Now, because of how YouTube works, I can't show you that tab, but it shows their phone numbers. XLeads has the best skip trace in the game. We've compared to everybody else. That's why we give out 1,000 skip traces. The reason is we put our money where our mouth is. You can test us compared to everybody else. We just absolutely destroy everybody with skip tracing. and it's pretty cool. And so if you have, let's say, the X plan, you can do something called buyer match AI. So literally, let's say this property in Columbus, you locked it up. If you press buyer match AI, the AI is going to find the best buyer for this specific property. So this is a 2-1. It's going to find all the buyers that are buying the most 2-1s in the area. It's going to give them to you right there, which is really cool. But yeah, you can pull the data, look at the information, comp the property, look at equity, all these things. Now, what's really cool too is, let's cancel this, is XLeads also comes with our AI stuff. So depending on your plan, and I'll show everybody on here, every XLeads user gets free AI driving for dollars, which again is mind-blowing to me. But pretty much you only get a certain territory or a certain area where you use it, right? You have to get, higher plans to do it because the AI is actually kind of expensive, but I don't want to get into that right now. So here are the plans. Obviously, you have $97 a month. You get one AI zip code. So you can AI drive for dollars in that zip code. You can do AI list polling, which basically means AI is going to analyze like billion data points in that zip code and find properties that are most likely to sell for a discount versus not. Again, I say this a lot, but it's not a cure-all be-all. Basically, what I mean by this is it's not going to like instantly find, oh, this guy's going to sell to you for, a 50 grand deal, but they're more likely, which means if you call 1,000 of those sellers versus 1,000 high equities, you're going to get probably 2 to 3 times better results with that AI list. Now, the basic, you get basically, you get less list types, you get one AI zip code, you get 25,000 skip trace records, you get the CRM, you can text, call, the whole shebang. Now, if you decide you're going to click this button and go annual, which is actually really cheap, you can get 3 AI zip codes, which is very valuable. If you get the Pro plan at $199, you get more list types, you get 3 AI zip codes, you get 40,000 records, and you get some more AI analysis. If you go annual, you get 5 zip codes. If you have the X plan, you get the Dispo. You get Dispo for the X plan. You get basically the buyer match AI. You get 5 AI zip codes, 60,000 records. Really awesome. And if you get the X plan annual, you get an entire AI county, which is massive. So those are the AI territories. So again, hopefully I explained it right. But again, if I want to go out here and let's say I have one zip code out of the basic plan, right? I go in that zip code, right there. I'll show you how to access your AI territory, but it's going to be right here. And let's get out of here. So be right on the dashboard, manage your AI territory. Now, obviously, you can upgrade and get nationwide. You can pay some extra money to get the nationwide. You can pay for a state. You can pay for an extra county. But I have the nationwide, obviously, because, I think I like XLeads a lot. But yeah, you get that, your SkyDrive territory, and you can manage your territories right there. What's really cool, again, going back, is if I want to do the 34952, which is a good zip code, maybe that's my zip code, right? I'm going to go to filters. And let's clear all my filters. I'm going to go out here and do my wholesale AI score of like 700. So 700 or below, that means there's 352 properties that have that. Maybe I do 800. Go a little nuts. But it's 233. This is really good. I'm going to just filter this where I like to exclude active listings. And again, I always like to exclude. You have to have the Pro plan at least to get this, which is, again, pretty big. But active investor owned is basically properties where they own it multiple times. So multiple owners. There's 197 of those properties. I actually think that is an awesome list. And I think that's like, whoa, that's a really good list I should be pulling. What I would probably do is I would select, if I want to go out here and let's say I'm going to call this list. This is a list I want to cold call. Well, XLeads has a dialer. Now, I don't want to be like throwing shade, but a very big wholesaling software company decided they were shutting down their dialer the other day, and very sad. But XLeads has a dialer still. We're not getting rid of our dialer, and so that's why XLeads is awesome. That's why I think everyone's getting XLeads. But let's say we go call this list. We're going to select all. We're going to name this list maybe AI 34952. Right? We're going to create the list. Now we have 197 properties right here, and we're going to go right here. We're going to click this list right here, and we need to go out here, and we have some options. So we can either AI drive for dollars this entire list, which is really cool. It's called SkyDrive AI. You can export this list and throw it into, let's say, we don't have a 10-line dialer. We have a triple-line dialer or a single-line dialer. But let's say you want to export this to like your 15-line dialer. You can export the data. But what if you want to go out here and just text these leads, for example? What's really cool with our automations is you can tag the property and automatically make it texted. Now, this is where we get into the mix of the leads tab and the tagging part and the CRM, which gets a little confusing. I promise you it's not. Can I use this for an example? Okay, that's how I like to explain tagging. So what's really cool is when you have a list, you can tag that list, anything you want. And if you create an automation, whenever you tag a property, this thing, it automatically does like this magic. I call it magic. And so let's use an example. If I pull this list right here, this list of 197 properties, and I tag it SMS Blaster, I add a tag to the list, SMS Blaster. Guess what happens? Automatically, those properties get texted. If I tag the property Power Dialer, automatically it throws it in the queue for me to start cold calling these people. If I tag it follow-up text and I create the automation, you have to go over here and say, okay, well, it's like if-and statements. If I tag a property follow up, then we're going to send a text message that like, hey, how's it going? Just following up with you, right? It's pretty cool, right? And so it's kind of the world's your oyster here. You can create all the automations you want. Now, the good part for you, and again, Go High Level XLeads can get a little more advanced. And so this is a beginner's guide, and we can go down the whole automation rabbit hole. Probably next week, we're going to do that. But you can make XLeads as simple or confusing as you want it, right? For most people, we're going to start, so we're going to make it simple. We have a bunch of automations already done for you. And so I actually want to show those automations. So I don't, actually, we're just going to show 2 automations today. There's 2 automations I think you should know about. Automation 1 is going to be the SMS Blaster automation. So if the tag is SMS Blaster, so if the tag right here, if you tag a property SMS Blaster, guess what? It texts the leads, right? And if you tag the property Power Dialer, one word, Power Dialer, it's going to throw it in the single line auto dialer. Pretty simple, right? Well, we're going to break down how to text and call. That's how it works. Now, what's really cool here, and hopefully I don't confuse people, but if you go out here, what traditionally used to happen until today, you would have to export the leads. You would have to export the lead trace, the property details. You have to export on your computer. And then you'd have to go out here and import it into the contacts tab. You'd have to map the properties. You would have to make it sure it's good. And that gets confusing. What's really cool now with XLeads, pretty proud to say, is you can literally go out here and just click a button and go straight in the contacts tab. This is so exciting. There's no more mapping. There's no more exporting, importing. Do you guys ever watch Seinfeld? I love Seinfeld. Like, I'm one of the biggest Seinfeld fans ever. My dad used to watch it when I was a kid, and we bond over Seinfeld. But basically, it's like George Costanza is like, what do you do? I work for Vandelay. What do you do there? Import, export. I import, then I export. Import, export. That's how I felt, with it. Like, I'm importing, I'm exporting, import, export. Maybe I'm an old man at heart, but I don't know. That's what I feel like. I'm importing, I'm exporting. The cool part, you don't have to deal with that anymore. Literally, all you have to do is you press export to contacts tab, and guess what? It'll just throw in the contacts for you. Now, there's one thing we have to do, and to do this, it was a little bit of work. We had to go out here and basically create a Go High Level XLeads app that you have to go download. And basically, it's not confusing. Pretty much how it works is you're going to have to go out here, and let's actually do it together. Let's disconnect it. So now what we have to do is we have to connect the Ninja Mode CRM. So you press connect to Ninja Mode CRM, and what it's going to do is it's going to bring you here to the lead connector marketplace, which you're like, wait, what is this? Guys, just remember your XLeads Go High Level CRM. That's all you have to do is put your details. So press login, and you're going to log in, and it's going to say, okay, well, do you want to import the XLeads connector app? Pretty sick, right? And so all I have to do is import the app, which is really cool. Press next, add your sub account. So add your account details, and boom, now you're all connected. I don't think it was that traumatic, to be real. Okay, just put in your login details, and boom, it's all connected right there. I don't think it was that traumatic. If it is, let me know. But what's really cool is now you can export those leads. Now, what's very important here is this might seem a little confusing. We should probably make this a little better. But there's a little thing called add custom tags. Click that, okay? Now you can add your tag SMS Blaster. And guess what? Now you SMS blast the leads. Simple, right? Now, there is only, and then you press export to contacts and cha-ching. The leads are now thrown into your contacts. Simple as that. I'll wait for my applause. I'm just kidding. But it's pretty cool. I mean, guys, I know if you're brand new in XLeads, you're like, yeah, duh, you should be doing that. It was not that easy before, but now we have it. Now, I will tell you this though. There's one issue with this. You know, I give you something cool. Now there's something you got to deal with. The issue is, and I'm just going to be transparent. I don't lie to you guys. Don't say, well, you know, there's an issue with that. I'm just going to be real with you. The legalities of that is a little, my lawyers are a little wishy-washy with it. And so basically what this means is I technically how everything legally works, again, is when you export the data and you put it in the contacts tab, you technically on the bottom, you click a button saying, hey, these leads have opted in and they said I can reach out to them. You're supposed to opt in yourself doing that, because then the liability is on you, whatever happens, not on XLeads or Go High Level. It's just how the game works. You know, I don't know if these leads you're pulling or someone's calling from, basically they're calling from direct mail and you're just importing the list, or you're not. I don't know. So what you're going to have to do is those leads, when you import them, they're all going to be do not disturb, and they're going to be on DND. So you can't actually, when you import the list, you can't actually go out here and call or text them. I'd be like, well, Zach, what's the point? You have to un-DND that list, which you might be like, well, Zach, how does that work? It's actually pretty simple. What you're going to do is, if you want to use the export to contacts tab, I'm not going to do this for you. You have to do it yourself. But if let's say you're importing a list and these are actually opted in like leads from your SEO campaign or whatever, right? And they agreed. You import the data. So FYI, if you want to import data, right, you just really press import file right here. You can import a list. And let's say you import your list, or you just look up a property, you export it, and these are properties that you have opted in, and you want to call or text these people. What you're going to have to do is you're going to go to automations, and we're going to do this together. Okay? You're going to go to automations. You're going to press create a workflow. Start from scratch. And what we're going to do is create a remove DND automation together. Okay? Now, let's break this down. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a trigger. We are going to press contact tag. You can go very slow. We're going to press contact tag. We're going to add a filter. We are going to press select. We're going to press tag added. We are then going to write a new tag. So we're going to put remove DND. Oops, I did that wrong. Okay, we're going to redo that. Press contact tag, add a filter, select filter, tag added, select a tag, remove DND, press add a tag, and then we're going to move this little sucker up here. And we're going to press save trigger. So this is an automation. It's very, 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 very new automation. But basically, if we tag a property remove DND, then it's going to remove the DND on the lead. Then we're going to go out here and we are going to press do not disturb. We're going to press enable disable DND. We are going to press select this enable DND for all channels, and we're going to press save action. And then we are going to publish the workflow and press save. We can call it remove DND. I'm not going to do it for you guys. You have to do it yourself. But yeah, that is our remove DND basically workflow. Now, the reason I'm doing this is I'm assuming that these leads are opted in. Only do this for opted in leads. You can do, I mean, guys, you can do literally whatever you want, but with every state being different in the future, we gotta make sure we're legally doing this the right way. That's how I'd be doing it. So basically what this means is when you're pulling a list, let's go out here and pull a new list, and let's delete a list, and let's just add a property we're working on. This one right here. Let's go out here and add it to a list or something, right? You know, we're looking at our property here, we're analyzing it. All right, we're looking at a new one, and we're like, oh, you know, this guy called me or whatever. This guy out here called me. We're going to add him to a new list. Right here, we're going to export some contacts. I'm going to tag it basically power dialer, and then I'm going to tag it remove DND. And basically, then when you import that lead, it shouldn't be DND. And then boom, the export has been sent over to the contacts tab. Now, it's pretty cool. It's like literally one extra step, but it's literally all done for you. And hopefully that's not too confusing for everybody. I really hope not. And if it is, I am more than happy to help you guys out. And yeah, give you the best success possible. Now that remove DND on the import might not work. So what you would have to do is you'd have to, I can screenshot it though. Yeah, I could screenshot it. Okay, I'm going to screenshot to show you because I can't show actually the whole thing. But I am actually going to do it like this because, how do I do this right? Okay, there we go. Add tag. Add tag. Here, I'm going to show this. It's the best way to do it. Select all. So what we're going to do is we're going to select all properties that we currently have. We're going to go add a tag. We're going to remove D&D on there. I'm going to screenshot it right here. The big red play button doesn't let me do this stuff. So I'm going to go out here and do this the right way. So let me throw this in Photoshop for a second and fix this. All right, hold on. Go out here and do this. All right, and let's go through this here. All right. I hate doing this live, but I actually have to do this live. So I'm just going to throw it here. And remember, I got to do this in a way where the YouTube doesn't take this video down. So it'll be fine. Don't worry. This is the only way I can teach you guys without getting in trouble. So, okay. Sick. Is this good? Yep. This is good. Here's the problem, guys. I'm trying to show you the contacts tab, but I actually can't show the full contacts tab because it has people's information on there and YouTube doesn't allow that. So we're going to do this the right way. So what I'm going to do is display when you import the leads and they're on DND and you can't call or text these leads, how to actually get it fixed. So there we go. I'm just going to do this. Yay, got it done. Okay, cool. So all you're going to do, export bro. Okay, there we go. Okay. What you're going to do, hopefully I didn't bore everyone to death. But basically, where's downloads? Oh, I can just do this. There we go. All right. So what we're going to do is once you export, basically you do send to contacts tab. Then you're like, oh my gosh, you just add the SMS or blaster. And what you're going to do is you're then going to go to contacts right here. You see how I conveniently took away? You're going to go to your contacts tab and you are then going to press add. You're going to select all properties that you have imported. Just literally there's a select all contacts selected. And you're going to press add tags. And the tag that you are going to add is going to be the remove DND right here. Then you're going to add a tag, add the tag, remove DND. And then boom, from there, the leads should be able to be called. Pretty simple. If you need help with it, let me know. I'm more than happy to help you guys out with that and help remove the DND for you. But yeah, this automation should be working. And yeah, pretty cool. Wave dialer doesn't really get affected from that. So if you do use the triple line dialer, it really shouldn't be a problem. On top of that too, you can also trigger the automation. So that should also work too. So maybe I can show that. You guys want me to show that too? Maybe I can show that too. Let's see. Let me try for this guy real quick. Move D&D. There you go. I'm getting in my head really quick. I just want to show everyone this. Okay. There we go. All right, it's working good. So yeah, if you want to check it out, that's how I'll be doing it. And you can even go inside of smart lists and really start doing that stuff. But yeah, that's exactly how I'd be using that sort of tab when you're doing it. Filter the DND or add it on there too. Do we add a nested filter? Do we add a nested filter for DND as disable or enable? You can do that. I mean, I don't want to get too advanced on there, but yes, you can technically do that. Where is it? Let's see. SMS DND. Let's see. You can also see the fields on here. Try to show this here too. Advanced filters, clear all. Yeah, if you want to throw them in a smart list, you can technically do this too on there. And you can remove DND off from a smart list too. But yeah, I don't want to get in that right now. Okay, so I'm getting ahead of myself. But basically, that's exactly how you go out here and start importing the list. You can start calling and texting. Now, how do you go out here and start calling and texting leads? Pretty simple. How do you start calling and texting leads is right here. Boom. Oops. There we go. Now we know how to do this. How do we start calling and texting these leads? So to call and text these leads, all you need to do is, number one, you have to buy a phone number, which I can't show all that, unfortunately. But you go to settings, you go to phone system, and then you add a phone number, and then you go out here and you press add a number, choose your area code, match the first part of the number. Let's say we're going to do a 321 area code, press apply, and you can go out here and buy phone numbers right there, which is really cool. And then from there, you buy a phone number, and you can start calling instantly right there. It's really cheap. It's like 20, 30 bucks a month on the single line auto dialer, and you're good to go. So you're going to tag the property's power dialer, and to call them, I can't show it, but you're going to press conversations, and then you go to manual actions, and then press start dialer. I can't show that on YouTube, unfortunately. But you go to training and support, the whole entire stuff's right here on the getting started. We have some awesome getting started videos on how to do that too. And it's pretty good. Now, the next part here is going to be basically the deal board. So I don't want to show the whole deal board, but basically if I go to my deal board and I go right here, here is the deal board. And what's really cool is this is basically going to be your entire, these are pretty much your whole automations on you go to contacts, and let's say one of the contacts in there basically, right? So it's your Rolodex of properties I've imported, and they want to sell. What you can do is let's delete this Zachary again guy. Just delete him. Press delete. There you go. And let's say we have our deal. So our deal board is basically like our big board of like the leads. Okay. And basically from there, you're going to press add an opportunity. So this is our board, right? Basically how a deal board works is it's a whole entire left to right sequence of a lead. So someone wanting to sell all the way to being set to close. So we're going to add an opportunity. We're going to say someone in our contacts, Zachary again, is a good lead, right? He wants to sell, you can do the whole thing, right? We can add a follower. So let's say we have Rick again, who works for me. We work together, but basically I could add him to go on the lead. I can make him the owner of the lead too. So again, don't want to get on a tangent, but basically you can get with the CRM portion, you can have unlimited people in your CRM. I'll show you how to do that really quick too. But basically you can have an unlimited amount of people inside of the CRM, which is pretty sick. Now the leads tab, there's only 1 or 2 people that can log in at a time, but unlimited on the CRM tab, say 100, 200 people, you'll be good to go there. So we're going to add the lead, create the person, and now they're on your deal board. Now they don't get off this deal board unless they sell or die, pretty much. But unless they don't want to deal with you anymore. I'm trying to be dramatic on purpose. But basically, now they want to sell. So basically, they don't, again, this is a pet peeve of mine, but a lead shouldn't be just chilling in the want to sell category. They shouldn't be chilling in there. That is a problem. They need to be thrown from something. Now, if they say, I don't know right now, okay, good. Put them on follow-up. Now, if we have an appointment, we can press appointment. You can add an appointment. You can put it to your calendar. I don't want to get in the whole breakdown of that. We're just getting started. But let's say this guy wants to sell his property. Zachary again wants to sell his property. And he says, okay, hey, will you take 50 grand? He says, yeah, I'll do 50 grand. Okay, great. We got to e-sign the contract. How do you e-sign? This is really easy. We're going to drag Zachary again into send contract to seller. Boom, the e-sign's been created. Pretty sexy, right? So how does this work? Once you drag the person in the pipeline from appointment set to send contract to seller, you're going to go to contracts tab. You're going to press documents and contracts, and the entire one should be created right here. Auto PSA contract. And right there, all the details pop up right here. So again, Zachary again is going to sign it as the seller. I'm going to be the buyer. So how do we deal with this details? Okay, cool. First we're going to do is we're going to select a date. So we're going to put today's date, and then we're going to throw out here the date. So we're going to date it today. We're going to date it today. Now you can technically backdate it. Some people like doing that. And who's going to be the seller? We're going to put, let's say we don't see on this Zachary again, I don't have their email. I might have their phone number. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a recipient. We're going to add a new client. See, we're both Zach Gins. This is going to be a problem. I'm just going to call Zach Seller. That's just going to be his name. His name's going to be Zach Seller. And, you put his email, zach@sell.com. Cool. All right. Now you put his details. Zach Seller's right here, and this is Zach Buyer. Don't be confused. I'm a little confused, but that's okay. And then boom, what we're going to do is we are going to save this, and we are going to basically add the details we want on here. Now, if it doesn't have the street address or the information on here, you can go throw it on here too if you want. But basically what you want to do here is you want to go fill in the details. So again, this technically will automatically be done for you, but I'm not the biggest fan of doing it automatically anymore. I used to have it all automatically done for you, but we're having a little issues. I mean, not in our own wholesaling business, but like when it's automatically done, you can't change it, which really sucks, because I'm having sellers where maybe it's Zachary again, but like he got married, but it's not on the deed and you got to write both of them. Sometimes the sellers died and you need to put like the estate of Mary Ginn or something like that, right? And then you put the buyer as like, and again, I've had some people say, well, Zach, it says Zach Ginn LLC, the buyer, but I want to put it under this trust. So you just fill in your details, just put, Zach Buyer, change the address. Maybe the address isn't right on XLeads. Maybe, we put all your details, 123 Main Avenue, put Palm City, Florida, 34990, legal description, 561, Lot Avenue 3. EMD is, let's call it $300. The price is $100,000. We're going to close on or before. Let's do 4/11/2026. Cool. Just drag it over here. ABC title. Cool. Inspection date is going to be, we're going to do 40 days. And then boom. Then we're going to save it. We're going to preview it, and you preview the contract right here, and boom, all the details of the contract is done right there, which is really cool. And then from there, you can e-sign the contract, which is really cool. So you go right here, let's go right here, and we're going to press here. And what's cool is you can press send, and you can send via document. And what's really cool about XLeads is you can send with email. You can email to the seller. You can text the seller. What's really cool is you can email and text the contract to the seller. Okay. So let's get this going. All right, cool. Okay. So you go out here, you can send it out right here, and you can send the details and the contract sent right there. Boom. Simple, done, easy. And then from there, let's go back here, and you're e-signed right there. Same thing happens with the assignment of contract. So it's done right here. So let's go back out here, and we can send the contract and do the assignment right there, and it'll create an assignment of contract you can fill out right there, which is really cool and easy. Let's see. You send to the assignment right there, boom, and done. When the property's on contract, you can move it right here. Works pretty good right there. So that's how you start using that. Now we know how to use the single line dialer. How do we start texting sellers? Well, what's really cool here is with texting a motivated seller, you have to get really two things. You need to buy a phone number, and you need to get A2P approved. Now, don't look at me like I'm this evil guy. I'm the devil out here because I make everyone do A2P. A2P is required for anyone that does texting. You have to do A2P. Now, A2P basically requires two things. Now, what A2P is called application to person, and basically you're applying to the phone carriers that you are going out here and you are looking to start blasting out texts as a business. Now, what the carriers want is they would, if you on a regular phone, if you try to text 1,000 people in an hour, which you can do in XLeads, no problem, you would get in a lot of trouble because the carrier's like, this guy's a spammer, get out of here. And basically, no carrier lets you send more than 100 texts per hour unless you're A2P approved. Now, why is that? Well, are you trying to scam old ladies and selling life insurance unlicensed? Or are you like a legitimate broker for life insurance? You have a website and like your legitimate business. Now, how do they know if you're like some trapper, who's going out here and, selling special medicine? I don't know how to call it, Colombian medicine, or if you're a guy who's like running a legit business. Well, the only way is they want to see that you have an EIN number and you have a website. For some reason, those are the two things for A2P that you absolutely need. And so what you can do within XLeads is you can create a website in 5 seconds, and you can literally just get an EIN number and boom, you get A2P approved really quick. For most wholesaling software companies, right, to do A2P is one of the absolute most excruciating processes ever. Like, it is brutal. And with XLeads is really cool. So with XLeads, our entire live support team will literally do the A2P for you completely for free. Completely free. No cost at all. All you have to do is, before you go ask our team, can you do the A2P for me, to start texting. It takes probably 2 or 3 days. It costs about $20 to apply for A2P. And I will let everybody know we have about a 95% approval rate. And if you don't get approved, then our team will reapply for you as many times as possible without charging you until you get approved. And as long as you have a website and EIN, you're pretty much good to go. Now, how do you get an EIN? I mean, just search up how to get an EIN number. You're good to go there. How do you create a website? You go to sites right here. You're going to press A2P compliant website. And all you're going to do is you're going to go to settings. You're going to press purchase a domain. You're going to go out here, just buy a domain. I think it's like, what did I put? Zach buys the best homes.com. Let's go search that really quick. You also transfer in like a GoDaddy domain, but I don't know. Okay, Zach buys the best homes, $12 a year. I think that's actually not bad. You buy it, and you go back and connect the domain. So you go back out here. You then connect the domain you bought. I have zachbuysnationwide.org, and boom, it's connected. You can press connect domain and input any domain anywhere and connect the domain, which is really cool. I bought zachbuysnationwide.org. And pretty much from there, if you go to sites, now you have that. All you have to do now is you have to just press WordPress and pay $15 a month. I know it sucks, but you have to pay $15 a month and just press activate WordPress. And now your website is going to be hosted. And then boom, took about 5 seconds, and now all your sites are working. So A2P website, WordPress is hosted now, and you can press edit right here. And I would not mess with this website too much. Literally all the details that you like, literally, we know for a fact what A2, this probably have a 95% success rate. This website, I wouldn't change it too much. Basically, it has all your company's details and phone numbers pop up right here. This is called the CTA. You have to have it. It's already done for you. And you could change it, I guess, if you want a little, but like keep it. All you're going to do is just press publish and have it hosted, and boom, you're good to go. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go to the live chat support, go right here, we're going to put start a new session. I want a live person, and let's see here. All right, what's up, Mohammed? But basically, I'm going to show you, I already made it for my last call I did. I said, okay, I want an email ticket to submit the A2P. They said, hey, Zach, we just need you to give us your CP7574, which basically, it's the form when you create your EIN number. They need that. And basically, they're going to email you some details, get your A2P approved. You're good to go. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you get started using XLeads, the ultimate wholesaling real estate software. The only thing I did not add is a couple things, the leads tab. If you import a list, we have a lot of people importing government data now. So what's really cool is XLeads also does this. I think we're the only software to do this. I actually can't show this. Dang it, I can't show this. Man, this sucks. I can't show it. I'm just going to make a fake. I'm just going to make a fake property. So I'm just going to put here. Let me just make a fake property address. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna make a fake one. So it's really simple. Okay, again, this isn't how it should be, but like, I mean, just don't get mad at me. But okay, so let's say you're pulling code violations, probates, any government data, and you only have the street address. I don't know if anyone in here has ever had that experience where it's only the street address. I have a million times. There's currently, outside of XLeads, from what I believe, there's not one wholesaling real estate software that will let you import only the street address information. Guess what? XLeads lets you do it. Now, you might be like, how in the world can they do that? Well, it's pretty obvious, but you're going to import your data. So import your street address. Now, this is a fake address. If I put a real address, the video will be taken down. But basically, you only have street address. How do you import the property? There's plenty of government data where it only gives you the street address for the county. What are you going to do? You're going to press next. Obviously, it's like we don't even have it. So you're going to press, basically, street address is obviously the one header. And then you're going to press use one default location. And then we're going to put like Miami-Dade County. And now it's going to connect that street address in Miami-Dade. And it's going to import the data. Now I put a fake address on there. Okay. So it's not going to work, but basically it should work from there. And then boom, you're good to go. On top of that too, there is a mobile app. You go right here and you can download basically the Go High Level mobile app, which works for our data. You can press Wave Dialer, get our triple line dialer right here. That's pretty cool. And you're good to go. That's how you get started using XLeads, the ultimate wholesaling real estate software.